Hey everyone, I'm Mr. G, fondly known to my kids and my wife as the grumpy old bastard. And I run Mr. G's Burgers and Wraps. It's a ghost kitchen in RiponLea, Victoria, and I've been doing that now for the last couple of months. But before I get into the reason for the video, just a quick backstory. I've been a chef for over 3 decades. Did my trade qualifications at William Angus back in 1992, then again during the pandemic, just as a refresher, in 2022. Started my hospo journey at Pizza Hut, and then from Pizza Hut I moved into a family-owned pizza business, and that was basically where I was introduced to the Italian cuisine and the world of home delivery. At Telex Pizza, where I worked, there was just one mission: to get the food to the customer as fresh as possible, on time, no delay. And that was back in 1989, when home delivery started to take off. And we treated the customers as if we were serving our own families. So it was paramount that they were treated with respect and as absolute priority. Any issues the customer had, they were able to call the shop direct, and they were dealt with immediately. It was there, done, with apologies, no questions asked, because a happy customer just meant repeat business, and that's what we were all about. And in 2008, I opened up my own business, Capriccio Pizza, and adopted the same philosophy. Had my own drivers, 3 or 4 kilometre radius. The business took off. Got to know all our customers on a first name basis. Food was delivered fresh, hot, on time. There was no having to buy lesser of anything or reduce the quality of anything, and prices were stable. In about 2009, 2010, Menulog came on board, and back then it was only 7% commissions, but they had a wider reach, a much larger marketing budget, which we loved. That was fine, but then the competition started to happen and more online platforms started to saturate the market, and then before you know it, you're paying 30+% in commissions, and they're using their own drivers, and you're either forced to play the game or you shut up shop, because the phone stopped ringing, because everybody found it more convenient, and we just didn't have the marketing money to compete. So they basically had us over a barrel. About 10 years ago, they introduced this thing called promoted placement. So in addition to your 30+%, you would forego more of your earnings to bid on a suburb that you're already delivering to, because other businesses in the area were doing the same thing. So you were basically being picked off one another to try and outbid each other, which just made a shit ton of money for Menulog and the online platforms, because instead of paying you 33% with GST, you're paying 50-60% just to keep up, and you had no other option. There was nothing you could do to compete. And again, it either forced you to close, or it forced you to cut corners, and eventually it forced us to have to jack up the prices in order to try and recoup some of this extra cash that these guys were taking from us. And then they've introduced service fees and delivery fees. All these fees that the businesses don't get back, you as the customer don't get back. You're just shelling out more, we're shelling out more, and who's winning? These guys freaking Menulog, Uber Eats and DoorDash. It's ridiculous. I've had enough of it, and I'm absolutely sick and tired of these blood-sucking assholes ruining a perfectly simple concept that ensures that a business survives and the customer gets what they're paying for. You deserve to get what you pay for, because you work goddamn hard for your money. You've got to go through these third-party platforms, and if there's a problem, you can't call the business, because you have to call some stupid bloody number, put in a code, and get through. Or if there's a problem, you've got to text, email, chat. Fucking unbelievable. That's just not the way home delivery should be run. And everyone born past 2000, after 2000, once I achieve what I intend to achieve here with you guys, you will experience home delivery the way it should be experienced, and your mind will absolutely be blown. I refuse to believe that this is it. this is the end of the road. I refuse to believe that we as a business and you as customers have to bow down to these online platforms to say, here's our money, we've got no other way of doing this, but we don't want to lose the fact that we can enjoy a good home delivery. No, that's bullshit. And my vision is to hopefully have 4 or 5 of these ghost kitchens fully decked out, delivering the 4 or 5 cuisines that I know absolutely primo to you, my customer, on time, on point, and without the jacked up prices. Because I can assure you, if we've got 60% of the money coming back into our pockets, you're going to benefit, we're going to benefit, and the relationship between us is going to go on for as long as I breathe. I don't want my legacy to my family to be, and especially my son, who I absolutely adore, and my daughter, who I would absolutely kill for, to be that, oh no, he was a good provider, he did his best, but he just couldn't quite get there. Whatever he tried to do, he just couldn't make it work. That's just because I'm just scared to put my hand up. I'm a little embarrassed that I have to come to this and do this, but at the end of the day, it's do or die. They win or I win, and I refuse to let them win. So here I am, on video, warts and all, asking for help. So to achieve this, I've started a GoFundMe page, for which all the info will be down in the description. I will add all my links to social media so you see what I'm all about. Stalk me, feel free to have a look at what I'm all about. But my objective is to bring home delivery back to the customer, that you can ring up Mr. G's and order something and speak to us direct, and if there's a problem, we fix it. No waiting, no bullshit. I'm calling out to any influencer, blogger, vlogger, anybody in the sector to jump out and give me a hand, who can partner with me, and together you bring your expertise, I bring my expertise as a chef and as a business owner, because it's enough. I know you're sick of it, I'm sick of it, I'm a customer too. My wife was in here last night and she said to me, she goes, we don't spend our money on takeaway anymore because we just don't trust them. We don't trust these delivery guys who we've seen and heard on the news, you know, are stealing your deliveries, are sticking their dirty hands in there, eating it, delivering it late. I had a delivery come in last night at 7:14, the customer got it at 8 o'clock. So I'm sitting here, bag sitting in the warmer, watching it Uber Eats, and watching the tracking, and it's got 15 minutes away, then it resets again to 11 minutes, and it goes back up to 15 minutes, and then the driver comes in and takes your bag, and you've probably got 3-4 deliveries to do before he even gets to your house. That's just wrong on all levels. But that's what I'm all about. That's what I want to do. I want to reclaim home delivery, but I need your help. A current affair, if you're out there, Mr. G's Burgers and Wraps in RiponLea, reach out. My number will be in the description down there, and I'm absolutely a feel-good story. I appreciate sincerely that you've taken this time to listen to my long-winded video. There's still so much more to say, but I'll just keep it at this for now. If you can't support me in the way that I've asked, at the very least, like and share this video with everybody, because the wider reach I can get out there, I'm sure to get somebody reach out and give me a hand. We deserve this, at the very least, to bring home delivery back to where it belongs, and to give you, the customer, the bare minimum you deserve, in as far as respect, in as far as getting your food the way you want it. That's it. That's me. That's what I'm about. That's what I want to try and achieve. So if you're out there, hit me up, and I look forward to speaking to all of you. Take care, guys. Much love from me and my family, and I hope to speak to you guys soon. Ciao.